Today, our learning target is I can divide rectangles into equal squares. Let me show you what I mean by that. Here we have a rectangle, and we're trying to figure out how many red squares can cover this rectangle. This is how you're going to start. We're going to begin by putting the squares in columns on top of each other. So there's 1, 2, 3, then you start back at the top. 1, 2, 3 at the top. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Not like this. If you put them all over the place and on top of each other, then you won't get the correct answer. Now there's two ways that we can count these squares. And the first way is by the rows. Now the row goes from left to right, as you can see in these arrows. So a row would go this way. And you see how there's 4 squares in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 plus 4 plus 4, which gives us our answer, 12. Now the other way that we could count is by columns. And columns go from top to bottom, like these arrows. So just like this, it'd be 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns. And how many squares are in each column? 1, 2, 3. So that's why we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. It's the 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which gives us our answer, 12. Now you're going to be using square tiles to cover rectangles on your work today. And I'm going to show you a trick on how to get perfect squares on Seesaw. Now you can draw, but they'll be a lot more accurate or correct if you do it this way. So let me show you the trick. On the left-hand side of Seesaw, there are 3 little dots. You click the dots and you press the button that's shaped, you'll see an orange square. So you click the orange square. I already clicked a bunch of them just to have them ready for you. But if you look over here, you bring it to the spot, you can see that it's a little big. So what you have to do is press it and kind of resize it to make it fit exactly where it needs to fit. Now, instead of having to do that every single time, you could just do a quick copy and paste, which you click on your shape until you get the 4 dots in the corner. On your keyboard, you press Control C, like cat, C. So Control C, it'll copy it. Then you can press Control V, and it will paste it. So then you get the exact same size. So I'm just going to be moving them around. I'm not going to put exact colors next to each other. That way I can see exactly how many. But remember, we're working in columns, so we're going from top to bottom. And just kind of change up the colors so you are able to see exactly how many squares. If you did the same color, it would just look like one big colored in circle, and that's not what we want. So again, I'm going from top to bottom, making sure to just use a different color so they're not the same next to each other. You don't have to do the colors I'm using. These are just the ones that I put together pretty quickly for you. Right. I might have to make some more, which I can do. I'm going to actually change this color to green or blue or anything just so it's there. Oopsie. Okay, and now I need to do some more. So I'm going to click it, Control C, Control V, and it just shows right up. All right, good. Now again, Control C, Control V, give me another one, just change the color. One last little, oh no. One little last Control C and Control V will give me the whole box. All right, now that I have it, as you can see, there's a little gap between, so it's not completely perfect, but it is pretty close. So I'm going to start by counting and adding. How many squares cover the rectangle? Add by rows. So remember, rows go from left to right. They go this way. Let's see how many squares are in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 1, 2, 3 rows. So I'm going to do 6 plus 6 plus 6, which gives me 18. Now I'm going to add by columns. Remember, columns go from top to bottom. So I have 1, 2, 3 squares in each column. Now I have 1, so I have 3 plus 3 all the way until I get to the end. Remember, there's 6 rows, so it's going to be 3 6 times, and I'm going to get 18. All right, so your work today, I want you to practice using that tool on Seesaw, the Shapes tool, to use square tiles to fill in rectangles.